Hello my gorgeous people, my name is Sasha Bonasin and I'm a psychic medium, and this is my weekly horoscope tarot card reading, and it's from the 11th until the 17th of March 2019. And I was going to say, and I was going to stress that this week is going to be very significant because we again have these numbers, which is 11 to start with, and then we have number 17 to finish with. This is going to be a special week because it's a sacred week. This is going to be the special week because it's going to be the week when we are going to be able to focus exactly on what we were doing so far, but in such a way when so many other things are about to be revealed to us. This is all about our own personal spiritual journey, our own personal development that is going to be very significant this week, but on another hand as well, something really important is going to be revealed to many of us, to all of us really, when it comes to like a massive, huge spiritual awakening. We are here, we are part of all this, we are part of this energy, we are part of this power, and we are going to witness something really important this week when it comes to the actual spiritual awakening on a global scale again, which means that a really big realization is also going to come forward, which is also going to kind of make certain people that have been confused with the certain things that have been going on for the last few years, you know, in the world. You see this? Yeah, certain things that have been going through in the world are going to kind of start making sense, and even to all to those people who just weren't too sure about what exactly is going on and what exactly is happening this week is going to reveal so much. So it is about a couple of things. I can narrow it down to a couple of things. It's about two things really. It's about our personal spiritual development. Number 11 to start with is all about entering a very sacred week, very powerful week, where things are going to be revealed when it comes to our personal development. But then 17, it means that something really special, something really powerful, something really significant is going to happen by the end of this week, but especially on this particular day, on the 17th of March, something really big is going to happen, and it is going to have a really important sign for all of us when it comes to our personal development. So it's partially our personal development, and then on another hand as well, it's globally on a spiritual scale, something really is going to happen by the 17th of March, and that really big that it's going to happen. It's actually going to make us, and it's going to help us to open up our eyes and realize certain things that are actually happening and going on, which are going to affect every single one of us. Okay, so now I'm going to start this reading with the horoscope Stein with the horoscope sign of Aries. Now Aries, my babies, you need to remember this week that you're not going to move on with your life if you don't forgive and forget. Again, I'm saying this again, which means this is a very important week when it comes to your own spiritual journey, spiritual path. But what you're going to need to do, you're going to need to forgive and forget. There is a particular person, a particular situation, particular person that is going to pop up, and it's going to become the part of your mind, it's going to become the part of your dimension, it's going to become the part of your reality, and this is going to be your own sign that you're going to need to forgive and forget. And this is going to be really important because it's also kind of connected to some really negative situation, connected to the person whom you might have had a certain arguments and something just didn't kind of develop the way it was meant to be developed. But this is actually really good. On another hand, this is going to be really good because karmically this is going to be amazing. Karmically this is going to be significant, and let me tell you, my babies, that you are going to have a really massive, huge, significant change this week, and it's going to happen out of the blue. It's going to happen when you least expect it, and it's also going to be connected to those elements of your lives that nothing didn't happen in a really long time. It's a fantastic energy that you are going to have this week, and this is brilliant. This energy is just going to be the key point for you. This is going to be your energy. This is going to be your power. This is the thing that is actually going to make you feel really optimistic, and you are going to find yourself like being part of lots of situations. Not only that, but there are lots of things that are going to become available around you which are going to confuse you, because you're going to find yourself being the part of the situation when you're going to start feeling very drawn and very attracted to the certain areas of your life that were kind of you didn't really pay attention before, you didn't feel really connected before, but this is all part of this fantastic spiritual journey. This is all part of this fantastic spiritual energy and dimension, and all this new beautiful era that we are about to walk in, that is just going to reflect on us really lovely. On another hand, there is a justice that is going to be very significant. Your own justice is coming, and you are going to hear about it, you're going to be made aware about it, and this is really good because the whole new option is going to become available for you. It looks like that this week is going to be your big stepping stone, Aries, and this is going to be brilliant because it is going to reflect on your balance really nicely, and balance is going to come back, which means that the health and optimism are going to be really fantastic and very significant, and also reflection, a very important reflection and realization that you are going to have, and this in itself is just going to make you feel very creative indeed. There is a certain veil as is about to shift this week. There is a certain power for you which is going to become the part of you, and that particular power is just going to have a fantastic influence and impact on you indeed. Something is going to be offered to you, and it is not going to seem like a really big deal, really huge thing, but it is going to be very significant indeed, and as the time goes by, this is going to make more sense and more sense and more sense to you. This is the time of the new beginnings. This is the time of changes. When it comes to the actual health, you see that the energy levels are going to be like, oh la la, hello darling. It's going to be really good. It's going to be really brilliant. And the energy levels are going to be really good. And that in itself is just going to make you feel really good. And you're going to find yourself like achieving quite a lot, what it normally happens when you have a really good energy. But on another hand, your sinuses are going to be like a quite sensitive area, and also like a cold and flu symptoms that are going to be like quite sensitive areas. But you are going to have like energy, so it doesn't matter. When it comes to the cold and flu symptoms, and when it comes to the actual sinuses and things like that, please just do make sure that you are taking a really nice and strong dose of vitamin C. If you can take like natural vitamin C without any rubbish ingredients, and also if you can take like a time to release, which is just going to kind of release its effect throughout the day in your body, instead of just taking by vitamin C, let's say tablet, which is not time to release, and then it's just not as effective. So if you could like kind of get like a time to release vitamin C tablet, which means that it's just going to kind of release its effect throughout the day instead of just like over the short period of time. And vitamin C is going to be very important for you to take throughout this week indeed, but even the week after, to protect yourself, and you're going to find it quite useful. Okay. And what else I was going to say, if you are on any other medications, please, my babies, do check with your doctor. Please do check with your GP, because only your GP and only your doctor can actually tell you whether this can interact with your existing medications or not. And also, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, you need to check with your doctor, okay? But I highly suggest you this. On another hand, when it comes to those of you that are actually like in relationships, you see it's going to be like a touchy, feely again week when it comes to your partner, because it's just going to be like quite a little bit of stress and a little bit of nervousness in between you two, that it's only going to last for like about a week. So it's not going to last forever, it's not going to last for a really long time. Like in situations like this, you just focus on your things, you focus on your ideas, you focus on your life, and you just try to like kind of stay away from each other. The problem is not going to be in you, the problem is more going to come from your partner this week, because there is some kind of sensitivity that is going to come through your partner that is going to reflect on both of you. So I just like, I don't want you to fall into this trap, and I just gonna prepare you from this, you know, for this, and then you can do like something to break this energy by buying something to your partner, or by surprising your partner with something nice and something good, you see. And this is how you tap into this energy, you break this energy, and you know, you let some positivity to come through by doing something different, okay? And those of you that are actually single, there seems to be like some kind of very good accomplishment that you are going to feel, an accomplishment that you are going to have this week. And this is really good because it's going to make you feel very optimistic. Why am I saying this to you when I'm about to talk about your relationships? Well, I'm saying this to you because it is just kind of like you are going to meet a couple of new people and this week, but also like you are going to be the part of like a certain changes. But at the same time, when you feel like a really great great accomplishment. And at the same time, when you meet a couple of new people, there is someone in particular that is just going to kind of catch your eye. There is someone in particular that is just going to make you feel like a vavavoom-ish. Vavavoom-ish. Okay, there is someone who is going to make you feel like vavavoom-ish, and you will want to like kind of like see who this is. You will want to tap into this energy. It is just going to like kind of like get your attention, take your attention. It is just going to kind of make you feel really, really good about yourself. And at that moment in time, something very special is going to happen, because there is a certain similarity that you are going to feel with this person that you haven't felt in a really, really long time. And this is going to be the beginning of something really, really special indeed. Okay, so the second sign I'm going to be talking about, of course, it's going to be Taurus, 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 Taurus. Taurus, don't be stubborn, don't be stubborn, don't be stubborn, don't be stubborn this week, because you will be tested, you will be tested, you will be tested indeed. Do not be stubborn. And the bottom line is that it is just going to be like a kind of silly situation that you are going to be the part of, and you're going to be tested in such a spiritual way. You're going to be tested in such a way. Just don't be stubborn, don't be stubborn, don't be stubborn. Just look at the different side of the story, look at the different side of the picture, and just step away from the situation, look at it from a different angle, and then you can make your decision. And also, please, 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 when I say you're going to make decision, this week it's going to be really important for you to think, but do not make a really important decision, or do not make a really big decision, a massive decision, or a huge decision this week. Okay, it's important to absorb everything. It's important to see everything. It's important to turn around and just kind of become the part of the whole picture and just absorb everything at the moment. It's all about absorbing and thinking and going through it and just taking your time. And most certainly it is not about making really big decision, because it is not going to be the right decision, and it is going to be the faulty choice that you would go for. Well, there you go, I just told you. So just absorb as much as you can, because what is going to happen by the time you get to the week after that, you're going to be having completely different opinion about a certain subject or a certain problem that was actually presented to you at this time. And this is why it's so important to absorb as much as you can, because this is going to be your own opportunity that is going to be life-changing, my babies. But not this week. What you need to do is just absorb it, ground yourself, and just absorb as much information as you can, because something completely different is going to come out of it. Indeed, this is going to be highly connected to your spirituality and your third psychic eye. Through this, my babies, you are going to get the control over the situation. So exactly 11 months after this, 11 months exactly after this moment, you are going to have a massive continuation, huge continuation of what was happening right now. And what I mentioned so far, this is going to be mind-blowing indeed. The bottom line is you will have a control over the situation, you will have your power, and also this is so much to do with your future, so much to do with your future planning, and so much to do with the fact that a whole new determination is going to come through, that whole new determination is going to come forward. This is absolutely brilliant, because this week is all going to be about you, about your emergence, and it's all going to be about your own personal activation. And instinctively, this is going to be amazing, amazing, amazing week, because you're just going to be like kind of picking up and receiving all sorts of information. You're going to find yourself being part of the situations. You're going to find yourself being like attached very closely to the plants, into the forest, into the nature. This is why, because it's so powerful and it's spiritual, and you're going to be absorbing all this energy, and you're going to be receiving all this information through all these different things. And that's why I'm saying it's so important to wait for the next week. And also, on another hand, it is basically going to be the time when you're just going to be able to purify yourself. It is time of purifications, and please try to take care of yourself. Try to like take some certain spa, or try to like pamper yourself and things like that. This is going to be absolutely perfect week for this indeed. When it comes to your actual health, I can see that cholesterol levels are going to be very sensitive. So your cholesterol levels are going to be quite sensitive, so I would highly suggest you to take like a garlic. Garlic is really important. Garlic is just so healthy indeed. And also just a little bit of cold and flu symptoms, just a little bit of cold and flu symptoms, not as much as Aries, but just a little bit of cold and flu symptoms you're actually going to have. And that's why garlic, you're going to be able to, it's like a natural antibiotic for cold and flu symptoms. And also for cholesterol levels is absolutely brilliant. You can take a garlic like a fresh garlic, you know, little clove every day. I know it smells really strong, I know it's quite strong, but you know what I mean, your health is like really important, more important than anything else, or any embarrassment or anything like that. I mean, I suppose you can get like a garlic tablets or capsules, you know, like in this particular form, but I would highly suggest you to get a fresh. But if you don't want to take a fresh, or you can't, you are having lots of meetings or something like that, then I would highly suggest you to like just get a tablets, and that will be absolutely brilliant, not only for the cholesterol levels, but for your cold and flu. On another hand, for those of you that are in relationship, I like this because it's just like a really nice progress that your partner is going to have. And that particular progress that your partner is going to have, it's going to have a room feeling, an effect on both of you, because it seems like your partner is just going to be projecting really powerful energy this week, really important energy this week. And that important energy is just going to bring something really powerful in you. It's going to awaken something in you, awaken something that was sleeping for a really long time. And the whole new motivation is going to come through, the whole new motivation is going to come forward. On another hand, for those of you that are single, it's just like, an idea you will have, It is not about meeting someone new, it is not about connecting to someone new or something like that this week, but it's just like about a certain idea that you're going to have, and that idea is also going to be connected to something new, connected to something different, connected to the different area, connected to the different people, connected to the different energy, and that in itself is going to be your key. That in itself is going to be your beginning. That in itself is going to be the beginning of something really special. And you know why? Because that is going to bring you someone really, really special in your life. And that particular person that is about to walk into your life is just going to have an incredible impact on you. But there is something to do with them, to do with their success, to do with their power, to do with their spirituality. They've got absolutely a mixture of everything. This person is absolutely amazing, and is exactly the right person for you. Very, very powerful person is about to walk into your life indeed. But let me just tell you, and let me just repeat that first it's going to start with you being part of the, like, feeling very closely, being part of something new, the new situation, new people, new energy, and things like that. And then after that moment, this particular person is going to come forward, but it's going to be the part of this particular scenario or situation. Okay, so now the third sign I'm going to be talking about, of course, is going to be Gemini. Now, Gemini, it is just like somebody's going to be like a little bit jealous, little snaky this week, that is going to be very strong, that is going to have a very strong energy, and it is just going to kind of taste you a little bit and make the waters rather murky around you. So when you kind of like swim deeply within yourself, within your emotions, like focusing on your things in life, then there is still going to be some kind of like an intruder, if I can say this, because somebody's going to be a little bit jealous of you, but this particular person is like a little snake, because they're also, on another hand, they have got a very strong energy. And that's why you're going to be able to feel this, and that's why you're going to be able to kind of like deal with this. And what you're going to need to do, there is a certain unfinished business or a certain unfinished situation that you're going to have with this person, through this person. And this is going to be your sign, and this is going to be just basically for you to realize that there is something that you haven't done just right not that long ago, and you're just going to need to kind of go back there and just fix it a little bit. Certain negativity with someone, certain negativity through someone karmically didn't end well. This doesn't have to be a lover, this doesn't have to be a boyfriend, girlfriend, or something like that, whatever. This is just a person that maybe there was a little bit of like a argument, a little bit of fight, a little bit of negativity going on, but it's just like kind of connected to number 3 very strongly. Number 3 is very, very strong when it comes to this particular situation. And after that moment, after that point, you just kind of ended up with like with a half karmic situation. So you're going to need to realize who this is, who you need to go back and kind of fix something. So maybe you offended something, maybe you were rude to something, maybe you did something to someone and you didn't realize how rude maybe you were. You know, it all depends. But there is going to be the realization, that there is going to be the moment when you're going to realize, and this is going to be a transformative moment indeed, because this is going to mean to you so much. But there is something going to be a reveal here to you. There is something very important going to be revealed to you here, and that in itself is just going to make you to like kind of clear away the old and make a space for the new. It is just going to bring you a whole new breath of a fresh air, my babies, my my Geminis, this is going to be amazing for you, because on another hand, it is going to lead towards your own rediscovery. It's going to lead towards your own lotus moment. You will have your lotus moment by the end of the 17th of March 2019, which means probably one of the most important unfoldments so far that you will have, and this in itself is just going to lead towards your own swift change, my babies, indeed, towards the good news. You're going to have new message that is going to be very significant, and also the whole new hope is going to come through. And the way the hope is going to come through for you, my babies, hope. It is just an amazing opportunity, sweetnesses, an amazing opportunity that you are going to have, which is just going to kind of become, make you realize that you're going to need to change certain things about yourself, change certain things about your life in order to do this. But it's going to seem really good, because energetically you will find yourself being at the right moment, being at the right time, and especially going through this very, very highly spiritual week where we're just going to have so much like going on, not only when it comes to our own personal spirituality, but when it comes to like a global spiritual awakening, huge realization. People are going to realize something really, really big, and then it's all about coming together and, you know, doing things and focusing on the right things by fixing the problems and things like that. When it comes to your personal situation, this week is literally going to be life-changing, because what is going to happen, and something is going to be presented to you like a new course, new option, new idea, a new beginning. But this is not going to be just like something. This is going to be literally life-changing, because you're about to rediscover yourself, my babies. You're about to discover and rediscover yourself through you being free. And this is going to give you your own wings. This is going to help you to fly. This is going to help you to like kind of like just enjoy yourself and just feel really good and be really strong, and it's just absolutely amazing new starting point. This is the time of awakening, and this is going to be absolutely brilliant. On another hand, what else I was going to say is just like basically it's also going to be the week where you're going to feel very, very lots of creativity and a very strong healing. You're going to have a very strong power when it comes to the actual healing. So whoever you touch this week, they will be able to feel you, they will be able to sense you, which on another hand is going to give you very strong radiance. So whatever you decide to do this week, whatever you think about this week, whatever you focus your energy this week, whatever you want this week, you will most likely get it. And that's why I'm saying this is so important. Even if you don't feel right, even if you don't feel really good, even if you don't feel too excited, you know, this powerful energy is just going to kind of like help you to be on top of the world, literally. So just go with this amazing flow indeed. Okay, when it comes to the actual health, it's a basic, my Gemini, my babies, it's like basically your liver is going to be quite sensitive area. Your liver is going to be quite sensitive area, and now basically what I would really strongly suggest you to have for your liver, like it's always like I always recommend completely natural, of course, but it's raspberries, blueberries, strawberries, goji berries, any berries, any juice that you could have throughout the month every single morning. If you can make your own juice, like organic, that would be even better, of course, natural as possible. Just have these berries every single morning, have your smoothies, and this is amazing. This has an amazing impact and effect on our liver, because it's just basically works like a really amazing filter. It's pure goodness and things like that. So that's something that I highly recommend for liver. And also on another hand, the herb called milk thistle. Okay, milk thistle, and it's like a really important herb when it comes to the actual liver detoxification. Okay, when it comes to the actual liver detoxification, I really highly suggest to get like a milk thistle. Milk thistle is a natural herb, and if you are on any other medications, check with your doctor, your GPs, or if you are like pregnant or breastfeeding, check with your doctor or GP, because only they can tell you whether, if this can interact with your existing medications or not. But I highly suggest to get like a milk thistle, because it's going to work really lovely when it comes to the detox of your liver. On another hand, when it comes to the actual relationships, you just have to like a kind of both of you, it would be really good to like kind of like just a kind of do something really different. Very important for you to like kind of plan something really different for both of you. It's really important to like plan some kind of holidays, or plan some kind of like a time away, or plan something like to take some time out and just spend the time together. It is not like so much doing it on this particular week, but it's just about you to getting closer together and you to projecting this particular energy towards something slightly different. And that in itself is just going to have a wonderful impact and energy when it comes to both of you. When it comes to those of you that are single, it is just like a certain person is going to kind of like manifest themselves around, and I don't like this person is not really nice, this person is not in the right frame of mind, and this person is just not going to be who they say that they are, and I would really like you to please stay away from this person, because this person will have a really negative effect or negative impact on you. But you will feel this. Maybe they will look really sexy when you see them, but as soon as you start talking to them, as soon as they open your mouth, you're going to be like, no! Run! Sometimes, you know, it's like basically people are so good looking, people are so gorgeous until they open their mouths, until they start talking. I mean, I don't want to be horrible about people, but it's like this is like when people are not nice, like when they're troubled spirits, when people are doing bad things, when people are doing negative things, you know, when people are not really nice, and then, you know, they're physically really beautiful, but as soon as they start talking, it's like you just want to run away, because you just realize what a low energy this is. So this is why this is going to be this type of a person. So it's just like basically I would like you to there is a certain learning experience that you are going to have here, but it's most certainly not going to be somebody who I think that you should end up with, and it's not going to be somebody who is just a kind of going to be nice person, but there is going to be the realization that is going to be more important than anything else. So someone is going to become available, but I don't think that this person is going to be the right person, but you are going to be intuitive, like ooh la la this week, and your intuition is going to let you know anyway, and then you're going to remember me. Okay, the next sign I'm going to be talking about excuse me, the next sign I'm going to be talking about is going to be Cancerians. Now, Cancerians, you are going to have somebody also, ooh la la. You see, this is why this week is so important. Goodness, my goodness, it's not only about spiritualities, you know, and unfoldment and things like that, but what it happens when we are going through such a spiritual week, we're like bombarded with so many things without even realizing, on an emotional level, on a physical level, on a working level, on the level in general, you know, like we are just tested. It is the time of testing as well, because this test is just going to take us somewhere else. This is the time of testing, and then we can just take our test and then see where this is going to take us. And this is why this is the beginning, starting point. It's all about taking a little test, you know, and then see where it's going to take you. It's a great choice indeed, because whatever happens is going to be step towards the right thing anyway. But when it comes to you have to be very careful, because there's somebody who's going to try to trick you into something again, and I've seen this before, and it's very important for me to say. And this person is going to be very dishonest, like a little bit dangerous, but not too dangerous to you, but the most dangerous to themselves, really, and it's just a really bad influence and really false person. So now be very careful, be very careful if you are doing some kind of very important dealing, or if you are doing some kind of very important negotiations this week, because it's just, don't believe this person, I don't trust this person. Try to avoid it this week, okay? If you are buying something massive or huge and you can avoid it this week, please try to avoid it. It would be absolutely fantastic, because you can avoid this little snaky snake here, okay? That's what I would do. And then maybe even a couple of them here, and I don't really like them, so please, if you can avoid buying anything big, having a huge massive negotiations and things like that this week, to think about it, to have the options open, to keep on adding options and thinking about it is one thing, but to actually go there for it like completely and have a really important negotiations, please wait. It's next week. Do not do it this week, because somebody's going to try to trick you into something, and I just want to let you know, prepare you so you know what to do. But if you can't, obviously, if you can't change this day, you know, if you must have negotiations and things like that, at least try to protect yourself by having by wearing a black tourmaline crystal, or having a black tourmaline in your pocket, okay, and things like that. So you can protect yourself with a black tourmaline or some kind of protective stone if you really can't escape this important negotiation or something like that. So at least you protect your energy. Okay, on another hand, there is an important message that you are going to have this week. An important message is going to be connected to someone who you know, but it's so much going to be connected with your current situation and what you're going to do next, and with a certain new idea. Okay, and also, you know, this week is going to be very important when it comes to the harmony and beauty in between you and the people around you. This week is going to be very important when it comes to like relationships. This week, somebody who means to you so much, like a friend, something important is going to happen to them, and you are going to be very, very ecstatic and happy for them as well. But it's going to be really beautiful week of reconnections and connections, and now this is just going to be absolutely the right time indeed. And also there is a really important realization that you are going to have, but this realization that you are going to have, it's going to come through your teacher, through your personal spiritual advisor, through your personal spiritual teacher. It may not be somebody who you know directly, but it could be somebody who you watch or somebody who you listen, somebody very spiritual indeed, that some realization is going to come to that person, and that realization that is going to come, it's going to be directly connected to what you do. Directly connected to your work, directly connected to your career, directly connected, if you are retired, it's directly connected to what you are really focusing on right now, and what you want to achieve, what you want to make it happen. And now it's all going to be about your skill, about what you're going to do next. This week is going to be ridiculously important about your skill, but also a fantastic new starting point when it comes to your own achievement. It's brilliant, because that in itself is just going to be a very, very powerful new beginning of the new creation for you, which is going to bring you the whole new optimism, and I think that's absolutely brilliant. So it is going to be very good news when it comes to your skill indeed, when it comes to your work, when it comes to your career, but the whole new motivation is going to come through, the whole new motivation is going to come forward, and this is absolutely brilliant. On another hand, my babies, you are also going to have like a little bit of sensitive eyes when it comes to your like health. You're going to have a sensitive eyes this week, and also it is going to be very important for you to make sure that you are taking like a certain amount of vitamin D. There is, when it comes to the actual vitamin D levels and things like that, I think there is going to be like a little bit of negative energy when it comes to the actual vitamin D levels. So which means that if you could take like a natural form of vitamin D as natural, without any nasty ingredients or any chemicals or anything like that. If you are on any other medications, check with your doctor or check with your GP, or if you are pregnant, if you are breastfeeding, check with your doctor and check with your GP. But the vitamin D is very, very important, but especially, you know, like for those countries when there isn't so much sun, you know, like for example, but it's like in general, vitamin D is really, really important vitamin to actually take. Okay, so on another hand, what else I was going to say, the sensitive eyes, you're also going to have a sensitive eye, so try to take a beta carotene, or beta carotene you can take like in beta carotene capsules, so you can take like in the actual carrot juice, or you could actually take in alfalfa or like a blue-green algae and things like that, like a sea vegetables. They've got a wonderful source of beta carotene that we can also take, and this is my favorite, something like a blue-green algae. So you get all this other goodness and all these other ingredients that are so significant and so special for us. And also, if you are on any other medications, as I said, check with your doctor or your GP. Only they can tell you whether this can interact or not. When it comes to your partner, this is an important stage when it comes to your partner, because your partners, I've seen this before, and it seems to be going to another week now, that your partner is going through a very important transformation, very significant transformation, and your partner is going to feel like they want to do changes. Your partner is going to surprise you this week, because they're going to have lots of energy, they're going to have lots of power, but they're going to feel very optimistic, and they're going to be like all around the place, and it's going to surprise you a little bit, but just go with the flow, because there's something very important happening in your partner's life. Your partner is going to have your partner will be going through a very important stage of their own personal transformation. So just go with the flow and see where it's going to take you. Okay, so now for those of you that are single, there is some really nice option going to become available. And the nice option that is going to become available is just kind of going to confuse you a little bit for those of you that are single, because you will find yourself in a place, oh, they really like me, they really fancy me, I can't believe they really like me, they really fancy me. And it's not someone that you would normally go for. It's not someone that you would normally find really attractive, but it's just like someone really powerful and someone really like attractive, but you can't explain what it is, but it's just their power, their sensuality, their power, their energy is just like absolutely mind-blowing, and you're going to start feeling very, very close to this person indeed. Okay, so now the next sign I'm going to be talking about, of course, it's going to be a Leo. Now, Leo, my babies, it is just like you need to be a little bit careful, because now let me tell you something. It is just like this is going to be an important week for the continuation of something that you started not that long ago. And you know what? Don't get me wrong. Now, don't start feeling, oh God, what is he going to say? No, there is going to be realization that certain idea that you started some time ago, certain idea, it's not going to work out. It's not going to happen. But this is really important, because at the same time, I cannot explain how important this realization is, because at the same time, you're going to free yourself. At the same time, you're just going to kind of like, the whole new option is going to become available to you. At the same time, this is going to be just so as important, because you're going to learn something about someone. You're going to realize something about someone, and it is not going to be that nice. It is not going to be that good, but it is just going to be it is going to be really good for you. It's going to help you to look at the things from a different angle, and also it's going to help you to kind of move on with a really important stage of your life that you needed just a little bit of light on, you needed just a little bit of knowledge, you needed just a little bit of illumination, you needed to go through a certain thing in order to get to this point. So that's why I'm saying that this is so important, because it's all about you realizing your own reflection through this, and you realizing the actual creativity that you are going to feel automatically as soon as you deal with this. This is the situation that you would think like, oh God, it's going to be something negative. No, it is just going to be like a really heavy, like a stone. It's just going to fall away from you. Really heavy stone is going to fall away, whatever it is, it's the certain energy that was there for a long time that was like kind of preventing you to move on, that was preventing you to be happy. But it's sometimes this certain energy attaches to us so much, and it attaches to us in such a way that we are not even realizing that it's actually affecting us. It's affecting our happiness, it's affecting our optimism and things like that, because people just learn to live with this. People just learn to live with the problems, which is the point of life, really. But it's all about the balance. But sometimes we just find ourselves in a situation where we don't even realize how much baggage, how much energetic heavy baggage that we're actually carrying. So this week it's all going to be about you, like kind of get rid of that energetic baggage that you've been carrying for so long without you even realizing, and that was like kind of preventing you to just kind of like to reach your full potential. I cannot explain how important this is going to be, because this in itself is going to have direct result to your own practicality and security. And instinctively, this is going to be a very strong time, because you're just going to kind of start feeling towards something very, very strongly, towards a certain stage of your life. There is a clear focus going to be, and the clear focus that is going to happen is going to be connected to you making a really big change. And now that big change that you are going to make, that you wanted to make, now you're going to feel so much closer to indeed, because this is all about you having your own focus and purification at the same time. And it's just beautiful, wonderful feeling that you are going to have. It is the certain part of your life that you're going to realize it's going to change. It is going to be the certain part of life that you're going to realize, in order to like kind of like move on, you're really going to have to do something that is just going to be slightly more difficult, slightly not as maybe like it's going to make you feel a little bit nervous. But then again, at the same time, this is all going to be about your own new acquired prosperity and tranquility that you're about to start entering this week. And this is going to be brilliant. So you're going to need to deal with something indeed in order to kind kind of like get to the point, which is going to be really, really important. In fact, the 17th of March is going to be very important for every single one of you. There's a really wonderful and important choice that you're going to have this week as well, Leos. Just watch for it. Okay, now also when it comes to the actual health, it's going to be very important for you to ground yourself again this week. You need to make sure to ground yourself. You're going to be all around the place. You're going to be very, very powerful, and when you ground yourself, there is going to be the right amount of vibration that you're going to have, right amount of vibration that you're going to gain, and this vibration that you're going to gain is going to have an amazing impact on you. And it's not only having an amazing impact on you, but it's just going to rejuvenate you so much to the point that you're just going to feel so much better. And also, like when it comes to the actual long ailments, my Leos, my sweetnesses, when it comes to the long ailments, especially things like to do with bones, especially things to do with joints, especially things to do with like sciatica, and these type of things are going to kind of like become very significant this weekend if you were suffering from them for a long time, especially when it comes to like ailments. I'm not saying that you're going to suffer from them. I'm saying if you have been suffering from these things from a really long time and you didn't see any effect, or you didn't see many improvements, or any illnesses in general that you didn't see many improvements, now this is why I need you to go and basically outside somewhere and just touch the ground. It's what I say every single week. It's just so important. Go outside and touch the ground and connect, ground yourself. Imagine beautiful white light going around you, going down one hand, going down second hand, imagine this beautiful light going through every single finger while you're touching the ground. Indeed. Now imagine this white lines just going through every single finger into the ground, like a tree roots, every single finger, and you just relax yourself. Imagine very beautifully, very strongly, very powerfully. You're there. You imagine you're doing it, yeah. And at the same time, this is I cannot not even explain how powerful this is going to make you feel, and it's also going to rejuvenate you. So it's very important to do like some kind of a grounding for you, Leos, this week. Indeed. Okay. What else I was going to say now? When it comes to those of you that are actually in relationship, it seems like a partner is going to have a really good news. Like a partner, especially when it comes to their own like a business and things like that. There is something very important going to happen, and that is going to be amazing. Let me tell you something, a wise investment that your partner is actually going to have. There's going to be an opportunity for a wise investment for your partner. Just go for it, because this is going to be life-changing, and you're both going to be benefiting from it. Now, when it comes to the actual, those of you that are single, I don't think that this is going to be the great time to actually go for it. Go for like something really important, like when it comes to the relationship or something like that. I don't think you're going to meet somebody who you're going to think it's important enough to have a relationship, but I can see you like meeting lots of people. I can see you enjoying yourself. I can see you having a great time, and I can see you like being very radiant, and I can see lots of people like noticing you, and that's exactly the right time for you to actually go through this, because there's something really important that you're also going to kind of realize through this particular situation. So it's going to be the time of like meeting people and enjoying yourself, but like it's going to be a lot about flirting and realizing certain things about yourself. Okay, so now the next sign I'm going to the next sign I'm going to be talking about is going to be Virgo. You are going to have a little obstacle that you are going to need to cross. You are going to have a very strange week where you're going to kind of find yourself being very closely. You're going to find yourself thinking about a certain stage of your life. You're going to find yourself thinking about a certain change when it comes to your life, but that is just going to come out of the blue. That is going to happen out of the blue, and it is going to surprise you, because you're going to think like, ooh la la, I'm quite adventurous, and this is nothing unusual, my babies, because it's 11th and the 17th. It starts on the 11th this week and it ends on the 17th. We couldn't have more angelic, more powerful, more beautiful numbers. You can also expect a really wonderful and beautiful message from your spirit guide, message from your angel. This is going to be such an important week, because on another hand, this particular message that you are going to have, it's also literally going to be life-changing. The veil is going to be very thin in between this world and the spirit world from the 11th until the 17th of September, my Lord, March 2019. From the 11th until the 17th of March 2019, this energy, the veil in between this world and the spirit world is going to be very, very thin. So as I said, you are going to be getting all sorts of messages, but there's one particular message that is going to be literally life-changing, because that particular message that you are going to get, it's going to have a huge impact on you, because it's going to help you to deal with a massive problem, with a huge obstacle, with something that's a part of your life. It's been dragging and you just don't know what to do. You don't know which way to go. You don't want to hurt anyone. You just want to like kind of make sure that everybody's fine and make sure that everybody's happy, but it's with you making a certain decision, with you making a certain change, with you going towards the direction you didn't go towards. But this is an obstacle that you are going to have. This is the problem that you are going to have, and that's the answer to that problem that you're going to get from your angel this week, from your spirit guide, and this is going to be absolutely incredible, because that in itself is going to be your own new beginning. Virgos, I cannot stress enough how important this is going to be. This is all about your own emergence. This is all about your own invocation. This is all about your own power. This is all about your own purification. And it's like, basically, it's going to make you feel very, very creative. And it is just going to be like, it is going to feel like a new, some kind of adventure, because throughout the week you're going to feel very energetic. So that's on another hand also, like when you Virgos feel very energetic, when you have lots of energy, you are like on top of the world. You can achieve so much. You can achieve 300% instead of 100%. You're absolutely incredible. And this is the type of the thing I'm talking about. You're also going to find yourself like being part of the very strange situation, really bizarre situation this week. And that bizarre situation that you're going to have, it is just going to mark the beginning of something really important, because you're about to discover certain desire about yourself, certain desire that you have, that you had, that you didn't realize like ever. So this is going to be the beginning of a really, really meaningful experience this week, and I'm so happy for you. But something really, really big is going to happen. Something really, really big is going to start. Something really, really big is going to manifest, which is going to last for a really, really long time and have many, many different stages. And it's going to happen when? On this week. Ooh, okay. Okay, so now also your justice, Virgos, I cannot explain how important this week is going to be. Your justice is coming, and the justice that is coming, it's related to something that is very important to you, something that is very significant to you, and something that you've been waiting for a really long time to kind of happen. So this justice is now coming, and that in itself is going to be put a big smile on your face. It's going to be the fair situation, absolutely brilliant. This is going to be the time of your own reward, and it's also going to be like a self-satisfaction that you're going to feel, and this is going to be brilliant. On another hand, what else I was going to say, an important realization, and that realization that is going to be important is going to be involving someone in your life. Okay, watch this space. On another hand, what else I was going to say, when it's something really big, it's going to be on your mind. When it comes to your own possession, something that you possess, something your own, something really big, it's going to kind of like be playing up on your mind. You will feel like you want to kind of have a second stage, second step. You're going to feel like it's the right time, and you will see exactly what I mean. On another hand, beautiful week for relationships as well. This is the time when you're going to talk to people who haven't seen in a while. This is going to be the time when you're going to like kind of like being reconnected with the people who you haven't been reconnected with in a really long time, and this is going to mean to you so much beautiful harmony. And also you will be meeting quite a few people this week, and that is going to be fantastic for you, because it's lots of flirting going to be going on, and that's going to make you feel really good about yourself. This is certain radiance you're also going to have, and this is going to be really wonderful indeed. What else I was going to say? Very, very important for you to remember when it comes to the actual health. Just do kind of things to yourself, like this week, like if you can do like a certain exercise, make sure that you're taking care of yourself, make sure that you're taking care of your body. It is going to be just like a little bit of digestive the digestive problems that you are going to have again when it comes to your stomach, when it comes to your digestion. And please, 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 my babies, take a chamomile tea. Chamomile tea, I'm keep on talking about almost every week. Chamomile tea is not just a tea. Chamomile tea is more than just a tea, and it's not like, you know, just really simple tea. It's a very complex tea that can help us with so many different things, you know, from our digestion to our liver to our detox, you know, detox in general. You can even wash your face with it. You know, there's just so much that chamomile actually has. But especially when it comes to your digestion, and new babies are very, very sensitive indeed, and that's what the chamomile tea, if you could drink throughout, organic chamomile tea throughout this week, would be absolutely perfect. And just put like don't put sugar, please. No sugar, without sugar, or maybe put like a honey, with just a little bit of honey, or and a little bit of lemon, organic lemon as well. That's the perfect vavavoom combination. So it's a chamomile tea, a little bit of honey, and then a little bit of lemon, and that is just going to really have a wonderful impact on you and your stomach. On another hand, it's very important also to say to not to neglect things and ignore things like that haven't been like a kind of that you didn't see any improvements in a really long time, and don't ignore things that you wanted to kind of health-wise focus on. It's going to be very important time to like kind of deal with the things that you wanted to deal with when it comes to your health. If you wanted to do a certain checkup, go for it. If you want to do certain changes, go for it. This is going to be the time to actually do it. On another hand, very important time in between two people when it comes to you and your partner this week, because there is something very, very beautiful going to be renewed. There is something very beautiful going to happen in between you two, and there is something very important going to happen in between you and your partner this week, and this is going to be absolutely life-changing. I'm not even gonna say it, but there is something really important gonna happen when it comes to you both this week, when it comes to those of you that are in relationships. So a relationship is going to be on the whole new level after this week. But when it comes to those of you that are single Virgos, I mean, like, there is someone gonna turn up this week. Someone is gonna manifest this week, and it is not going to be the right person for you. There is something not going to be right, and you're gonna feel close to them. You're gonna find them attractive. You're gonna find them very sexy. You're gonna find them very interesting. But you will know to stay away, because there is something not going to be that right. There's a lot of differences going to be in between you two, and this is not going to be the right person, because if you would end up with this person, you would just clash so much. You are way too different, so stay away from this person, please. Okay, so now the next sign that I'm going to be talking about, of course, is going to be Libra. Okay, the next sign I'm going to be talking about is going to be Libra. You have got a major turning point this week, my sweetnesses, and this major turning point this week that you are going to have, Libra, is going to come with you feeling very optimistic in general, with you feeling very sexy in general, with you feeling your own radiance this week, with you reawakening this week, with you having your own power like right in front of you. And the beginning of this week, it's going to happen with a choice. The beginning of this week, it's going to happen with a certain power that you're going to have. Your heart is going to grow. You're going to feel very emotional, but so good, and you will want to share your time. You will want to share your experiences. You will want to reconnect with the people. You will want to connect with the people. Man, this is brilliant. But on another hand, the new learning experience is going to fly towards you like a little butterfly. Look. Like this. New learning experience is gonna like fly towards you like a little butterfly, and that particular learning experience is going to be sacred. It's going to be absolutely amazing, and it is just going to kind of like really help you to like kind of realize something about yourself. It's going to be very reflective, and it's also going to kind of first, when it comes to you, it's going to kind of make you feel like you want to just step away from the situation and think about it, and that's absolutely the right thing to do. because this is going to be so important. And there is the realization that you are going to have through this, realization about yourself, realization about your happiness, realization about your optimism, realization about your past, realization about your childhood, and realization about a certain reflection about your childhood, why you're not doing something that used to make you feel you're so good about yourself. This is going to be your time. This is going to be the time of the reflection, the time when the past is going to bring you an important, life-changing, Mamma Mia insight. And also on the other hand is a transformation, all about your own transformation, all about the changes that you will feel. And these changes will boil within you. These changes will boil inside you. They will be ready to go, go with the flow. And kind of, it's going to be amazing because it's just all about your own personal progress. It's all about your motivation. It's all about your own combination of your material and spirituality, prosperity. This is going to be absolutely brilliant. And you know what that means as well? It means that you're going to be super strong this week, super powerful this week. Anything you want to do, you're going to be on top of the world. Anything you want to start, you're going to be on top of the world. Anything you want to begin, you're going to be on top of the world. Go out there and ask for the jobs. Go out there and do things, start things. It's wonderful. If you need to change your job or something like that, go out there and just do as much as you can. If you want to try new things, just live this week, enjoy this week, connect and try as many new things as you can, because what this week and this type of week is going to bring you, a life-changing moment, a life-changing experience, not just like a 5 minutes of an experience, no, a life-changing experience. And this is going to be just the beginning, and this is going to be something that this week is going to help you. It's going to be your own stepping stone, and it's going to help you to breach towards a certain area of your life that you couldn't breach in a really long time. But it's so much to do with you, it's so much to do with your grounding, it's so much to do with your creativity, and it's so much to do with a certain veil that is about to come up, certain veil, it's about to come up. And after that veil, behind that veil, there is like, my goodness, something completely amazing waiting for you, a beautiful sunshine, a beautiful new beginning. Let me just tell you something, that there is somebody who actually you mean to you so much, somebody who is very honest, somebody who is really nice, and somebody who is lovely, somebody who is very mature, somebody who is very devoted, somebody who is very friendly. This is the type of feeling that you have about this person, and that person is going to have a really, really powerful news for you, really important message for you. And this message is going to come from somebody who you think of really highly in so many different ways, and that message as well is going to be connected to some kind of traveling or some kind of a journey as well. So there is going to be the certain journey that you're also going to be planning this week, and this is really important because that particular journey is going to turn out to be also a very spiritually powerful for you, because what's going to happen when you go on the journey, while you're back from this journey, it all depends. There is a situation that you are going to have, and that situation that you are going to have is just going to become an idea. That idea is just going to make you realize that you've got everything you need to have in order to move on with your life. It's all inside you. It's all within you, my beautiful, beautiful Libra. So there's a very important traveling option that is going to become available here. But it's just a wonderful synchronicity that you're going to feel in between you and in between the people. And there's a wonderful resolution to the problem that is going to come through the certain conclusion, which is just going to give you a wonderful, wonderful synchronicity indeed. When it comes to the actual actual health, you are also going to have a little bit of a cold and flu symptoms. Now your cold and flu symptoms that you are going to have are going to be nothing too strong, nothing too major, but it's just also really, really, really important for you to kind of have a vitamin C. If you can have acerola cherry powder, what I said before, acerola cherry powder, a natural form of vitamin C, which I think that you're going to benefit from quite a lot. I've recommended this to you before, and I'm recommending this to you again. So it's acerola vitamin C powder, which is an organic version that you can get, and you drink this in a little bit of a water, as I said before, and then drink this throughout the week or throughout the month. It's going to help you so much with the cold and flu symptoms. Okay, and also if you can't get an acerola cherry powder because somebody said it's very difficult for some people to get it, then try to get a natural form of vitamin C tablet. Also incredibly incredibly important. Vitamin C tablets that are timed release. Now, timed release means that it's released in the body like over the certain period of time throughout the day. It's all natural. It's all natural, for example, you see, and this is something that I think that you should take. If you can't find, if you can't take a vitamin C acerola powder, just take like a vitamin C tablets, like a timed release, okay? If you are on any other medications, please do check with your doctor or check with your GP, because only they can tell you if this can interact, and if you are pregnant or breastfeeding. And also vitamin C is actually going to be quite good for your skin, because your skin, I was going to say that it's going to be quite sensitive area as well, especially skin on your face and skin in your hands, and the vitamin C is actually quite good when it comes to this. And also please try to like avoid any chemicals to wash your hands or wash your face with, or like a creams, you know, like a face cream, like a body cream. Just try to avoid chemicals, okay, because you're going to be quite sensitive this week. When it comes to those of you that are actually in relationships, you see, I'm seeing that there is going to be the discontinuance of effort that you are going to have. Something is going to come to an end, and something is going to come to an end. It's going to be good end. It's not going to be horrible end. It's not going to be a bitter end. It's not going to be a terrible end, but this is going to be really good, because something is going to come to an end, and this is going to be really important for both of you, because you are going to kind of realize a certain danger, and that is actually going to be quite good for both of you, because it's going to make you feel more sharp, and it's going to make you feel more like a keen to kind of like go towards a certain area or a certain stage in your life. But this is going to be a really important end that is actually going to sorry that is actually going to happen here. This is going to be really important ending, okay, of the certain situation. Now, when it comes to those of you that are actually single, I just don't want you to like end up with this particular person that's going to be there. There is someone going to be around you, and it is also, this is all part of the test. My goodness, so many signs are going to be tested this week. Indeed, so many signs are going to kind of have an option to end up with someone, and that particular person is not going to be right, may not be right, may not be who they are. This is all part of the process. This is all part of the progress. That this is all part of the spiritual awakening. Even if you end up with this person, there is something going to be that you're going to learn that you should have learned anyway. So this is all going to end up how it's actually meant to end up. So there is going to be the certain change that you will be going through, and it's going to surprise you a little bit, and at the same time you're going to become like, you're going to kind of meet this person, and there's going to be somebody who's going to become the part of the situation. I would just like you to stay away from this person. It is just not going to be the right person, and it's somebody whom is going through lots of problems and too many difficulties. And also when it comes to their love life, something is unfinished, a lot of unfinished business over there. So I would just say stay away. Okay, so now the next sign I'm going to be talking about, of course, is going to be Scorpio. Come out to play, Scorpio. Come out to play, yeah. Now listen, God help me. Now listen, Scorpio, my babies. Now, do you know why? I get like your complete energy when it comes to this week, and this is how you're gonna feel. This is your time is coming. As more we are going towards, you know, March, towards April. No, we are March now, but as more as we are going towards April, towards May, towards June. You know, this is your time. This is your time of your sex appeal. This is your time of your radiance. This is the time of your awakening. This is the time when you're going to start feeling your power. Right at the beginning of the 11th, it's going to be like, you are back home, you're at home, this is brilliant, you're back home. I say you're back home because lots of Scorpios felt like maybe wherever you are, it's not your home. There was like a kind of like wherever you create things, you know, lately in the last 3 years, you know, Scorpios sometimes felt like quite often like they don't fit in, or it's just like not what they thought that this is what it is, you know. It was just all about settling, and it was all about, oh no, I'm not feeling at home, I'm not feeling at home. This is all about settling, this is all about resettling, this is all about the walking in the completely different dimension where you're just going to realize two huge things that are going to be absolutely major about your life. Two huge things you're going to realize this week, my babies. These two things are going to be obvious that you need to do. These two things are going to be obvious that you must do. These two things are going to have a direct connection and impact on your life and on the lives of your loved ones. And it's going to it's going to be very much so connected to you. Make two huge changes. Something that you knew for a long time, something that you were waiting for the right moment, something that you were waiting waiting for the right time. This is going to bring you the whole new motivation indeed, but it's also going to help you for to go through your own personal transformation. I can't stress enough how important this is going to be. There's an important judgment that you're going to make. There's an important judgment that you're going to need to make. You're going to need to make a really important decision. But as I said, this is all part of your transformation. And it's all part of your own swift change and a swift activity, which is going to result in you having a control over the situation, which is on another hand going to give you the whole new clear focus. You are absolutely going to be all over the place this week, and I like it, Scorpio. You need to use this power. You need to use this energy, because you are going to be like full of magic this week, and full of magic in the sense of radiance, power, and you will be able to achieve a lot. Just remember, we start on the 11th. We finish on the 17th. The 16th is going to be really important, because the 16th is going to be like a massive, huge realization that you are going to have. But that realization that you are going to have, it's also going to be connected to a certain message. And that message that you're going to have is going to be absolutely life-changing. And it's also very important, like a connection from the past is going to come through. Connection from the past is going to come forward. You are going to have your own illuminating experience, and that illuminating experience that you're going to have, it's going to be absolutely incredible, because it's going to make you realize something absolutely life-changing about yourself and absolutely life-changing about your life. Okay, what else I was going to say? It's a very artistic time. You're going to feel very artistic. You're going to feel very optimistic. You're going to feel full of energy. You're going to feel really great. But also it's just going to be like all about like a kind of like a friendship and a certain relationship that is going to be very sacred to you. A certain idea from somebody who means to you so much is going to come through, going to come forward, and it's all going to start making sense to you. You're going to start feeling very closely, very closely indeed, towards the certain new stage of your life, okay, towards the new stage. And that new stage is just going to kind of like make you realize that you need to kind of change quite a lot of things in your life. You need to change certain things about your lifestyles, about what you do, about what you're focusing on, about the certain ideas. It's all going to be kind of needed to be tempered with, and it's going to be connected to the certain absence. What else I was going to say, and you know what, it's like an omen. You, of course, the Scorpio, my babies, of course you're going to have an omen this week, and this omen that you're going to have is just going to be absolutely very different. And it's also going to happen at the time when you feel the most optimistic, at the time when you like kind of feel really ecstatic, at the time this week when you feel like you want to fly, at the time this week when you feel like you've got the most energy. This is going to be the time when you're going to kind of at the same time feel the whole new hope, the whole new faith, the whole new inspiration, and a bright prospects, because you're just going to start feeling connected to like learning new things. And this is the time when you feel like so excited, when you're going to have your omen. This omen is going to come in the form of an animal that you're going to see. It's just going to be very significant when it comes to like you having a certain dream, you sleeping, having a certain dream, and you for what you were focusing at the same time as well when you saw this animal. When you saw this animal, it is going to feel sacred, it is going to feel different, it is going to feel strange, it is going to feel bizarre, and you're just going to have to work out your own formula, what this omen is going to mean, what this omen is going to be. But however, it's going to be life-changing. It's also going to be connected to you doing certain new stage, focusing towards the new stage when it comes to like a career, maybe like a new apprenticeship, if you are retired, when it comes to the new stage of your life, doing something that you wanted to do in a long time. So this is most certainly going to be the time of your own adjustment, but at the same time tranquility as well, because there's a certain power that you're going to feel, and it's going to be absolutely amazing. Fantastic time of reconnection when it comes to your family. You see, reconnection when it comes to your family, because there is a good news. This is how it's all going to start. It's all going to start. You see, I'm just going to put a light on. You see, I'm sorry. I need to put a light on because it's getting too dark. Sorry about that. There we go. And here we go. There you go. Now you've got me. You've got me in a light, you see. But yeah, what I was going to say, hello. Hope you can see me now. Yeah, what I was going to say is basically that you see, this is really like interesting, because there is something when it comes to the family. The family member is going to have a really good news. Now, this good news that the family member is actually going to have is going to be amazing, not in itself because it's going to make you feel really happy about this, the family in general, but it's also going to have a really important time when it comes to the connection and reconnection between you and your family. This is all going to be the time of reconnection. Absolutely brilliant. When it comes to the actual health, it is the kidneys and the skin that is going to be very, very sensitive. Now, the kidneys and skin are going to be very sensitive, so I'm going to tell you a couple of things what to do. It's, again, blueberries, raspberries, goji berries, blackberries, any berries. Berries are absolutely brilliant. They're full of richness, full of goodness, full of antioxidants, vitamins, and they basically act like a really wonderful filter when it comes to our liver and when it comes to our kidneys, indeed. And this acts like a really beautiful detox, and I would suggest you to have this and to drink this the very first thing in the morning. Make your juices and drink it every single morning throughout the month, and that is going to help you so much when it comes to this, you see. And it also helps with the skin. On another hand, when it comes to the skin, please try to make sure that you are using a natural shower gels, natural creams without chemicals, all organic, and also make sure that when it comes to your skin that you're actually what else I was going to say, when it comes to your skin, just try to use something like echinacea, which is going to be very significant. Now, echinacea, it's really beautiful blood purifier that you're using. It is not only for cold and flu, like how some people think it may be, but it's also really good to purify your blood in general. So it's very, very good when it comes to your skin in general. Okay, so it's something that you take every now and then. Echinacea, it's called. It's not only for your skin, but it's for cold and flu, and it's to boost your immune system. And on another hand, just please try to make sure that to kind of to use a natural shower gels and natural creams. And also, what else I was going to say, even more important than echinacea when it comes to the actual skin, but especially even more important than echinacea, because when it comes to the dry skin, like a weird skin, like a skin that you're not happy with, it's like a flaxseed oil. Flaxseed oil is probably one of the best things that you can actually take when it comes to your skin, when it comes to your hair, when it comes to your nails. But if you are taking flaxseed oil capsules, please try to make sure that you check with your doctor or your GP. Only they can tell you if this can interact with your existing medications, or it's if you're pregnant or breastfeeding as well, please, if you're pregnant or breastfeeding, also please try to check with your GP whether you can take these natural supplements or not. Now, on another hand, when it comes to the those of you that are in relationship, this is amazing week. This is something really huge is going to happen. Something really powerful is going to happen. Something really life-changing is going to happen to both of you. And watch this space. This is an amazing time of tranquility. So especially if you didn't get on and things like that, now it's like, hello baby, let's make love. Okay, so now for those of you that are actually single, at the time of the little readjustment, at the time of the little adjustment that you're going to have, that you're going to go through this week, you're going to kind of become the part of the really strange situation, but part of the really strange situation because you wouldn't be there normally. That wouldn't happen normally. And that is going to bring a couple of people that wouldn't be there normally. So at the time of this certain readjustment and adjustment that you are going to have, there is some kind of influence that you are going to have. That particular person that you're going to feel influenced from, you're going to feel a little bit more about. So this is going to be the beginning of something very, very interesting here. But it is going to be the right person, and most certainly it's going to bring the right motivation to you and to your life. Scorpio, I said, come out to play. Okay, so now I'm going to be talking about the next sign. I'm going to be talking about it's of course going to be Sagittarius. Now Sagittarius, it's just like it's going to start with you kind of you gonna need to do something really selfish. You're gonna need to do something a little bit selfish at the beginning of this week, but that's absolutely fine. That's absolutely brilliant. And this particular selfish thing that you're gonna need to have, you're gonna need to do, you're gonna need to make, is just gonna help you directly directly with a certain pressure. It's going to help you with directly with the overburden feeling that you had. So that in itself, it's also going to make you realize that a very big problem is about to be resolved. And also effort to meet a really big goal is going to become obvious here. Sagittarius, this is the time of changes. This is the time of the new beginning. This is the time of the spiritual connection. And this is the time when you're going to surprise yourself. You're really going to surprise yourself this week, and someone is going to tell you something that is just going to mind blow you away completely. It's going to be mind blowing because it's just going to make you realize, wow, it is just going to be maybe the direct advice or direct ideas from someone, through someone, that you would never think that this is going to happen, but it is going to result in you making a massive, important decision, which is going to become a very important and significant judgment that you are going to have. And this in itself, it's also going to help you to deal with a certain situation that was making you feel a little bit negative, and that was like a little bit like a downfall, like maybe like about 5 or 6 months ago, and you didn't deal with it. So now this is going to come through and come forward, and you're going to be able to step back from the situation and realize that you've got everything you need, you've got all the resources you need, and now this is the time. Now this is the time for the new beginning. Now this is the time to go for it. Now this is the time. Okay. What else I was going to say? It is just going to be like this is going to be a week when you're going to realize something really important about yourself and your achievement. People are going to feel proud of you. You're going to feel proud of yourself. And also the certain family member is just going to do something. It's going to go through something, and it's going to be really good for them. You were worrying about it. You were worrying about something about a certain family member. Something happened to them. Someone did something to them, and it's just kind of affecting them in a way, and they turned their life a little bit upside down. So now this is all about to like go the other way around, and this is going to be brilliant, and there is a really beautiful realization going to come out of it, and it's all going to turn into your family members' favor. So this is going to be really good, because this in itself is just going to make you feel really good about yourself. And also on another hand, there's a whole new motivation going to come through. The whole new motivation that is going to come through this week is just going to kind of make you realize the progress. You know, you've done so much, you achieved so much, but sometimes you just don't reward yourself. Sometimes you don't like take care of yourself. So this is going to be the wonderful balance, which is going to make you realize exactly how much you have achieved, and it's going to make you realize how active you were, and that in itself is just going to bring you the whole new optimism. Okay, the wise investment, it is going to become available. It is going to be an amazing wise investment that is going to come through, going to come forward, that you are going to become a part of, and that in itself is just going to become the whole new beginning indeed, and the situation. And this is going to happen this week as well, that somehow it is going to be really weird, because it is just something is going to be offered to you, and you're going to find yourself in a silly week mode. Silly week mode is really good, and the reason why you're going to find yourself in a silly week mode, it's going to be because we are having 11 and 17 numbers that are ridiculously spiritual. That in itself is going to give you new bravery. That in itself is going to give you new strength. That in itself is going to give you new confidence. And that in itself is going to make you realize something really important. In order to go there, you need to go 2 steps over there. And once you go 2 steps over there, you can go back over there. But when you go back over there, now you're going to feel absolutely ecstatic. But if you did this only like about a couple of weeks ago, you'll be like, absolutely no way. So there is going to be a really wonderful shift of energy, wonderful change of energy that is just going to evolve in you, being very excited about the new beginning, but also at the same time the realization about a certain abandonment that you are going to have, which is going to be absolutely life-changing. You know, it's something that you've been passionate about. You felt really, really beautifully passionate about for such a long time, but you know, sometimes things come to an end. Things do come to an end. It all depends. It looks like the certain spiritual journey is coming to an end, but it's also beautifully bringing the whole new massive beginning, because it is whole new hope it's going to come through, the whole new forward is going to come through, and this is going to be the time when you're going to feel ridiculously creative, and the whole new beginning is going to become very significant. Okay, now what else I was going to say, that when it comes to your actual health, basically what you're going to need to do is that when it comes to your health, you're also you're going to need to stay away from negative people, stay away from low people, stay away from people that are making you feel bad, stay away from people that are making you feel stressed. You can be right with them them like this, but you can still stay away. You see, it's all about the power of your mind. It's all about your balance. It's all about the level of your confidence that you have. It's all about your own personal protection. So if you have sometimes people like right in front of you, you can protect yourself from them completely. And the way you're going to do it is like I'm telling you now. And if anyone tried to challenge you this week, if anyone is horrible to you this week, if anyone's just kind of nasty to you this week, because I've let you know this, then you will be able to use this different energy. You will be able to be the part of the different dimension. You will already be able to be in the knowing. If you didn't, then you would react in a different way, and that wouldn't be the good way. That wouldn't be the necessary way. That wouldn't be the right way. So now, because I'm telling you this already, I'm preparing you for this. So when it happens, you're already going to be the part of this particular situation, part of this particular dimension, and all you need to do is just like, I knew it. Just step away from it and do everything or anything just to keep it on the same level, or not to like kind of make the situation bad, or not to make the situation worse. Just the key element here is just to step away from the situation and do not like kind of let to become the part of this low energy, and just like by you focusing on it, you know, on this energy and already being aware of it, is just going to bring you the whole new world of difference. Also watch, not watch, but make sure that you know that there is also going to be a little snake in the grass. It's going to try to tell you a little lie this week, okay? So there's a little lie that you're going to be told that is going to be connected to somebody else, and just remember me that this is somebody who is lying, somebody who's trying to like kind of be a little bit naughty, but you will be able to catch them out anyway, okay? So what else I was going to say, but on another hand, when it comes to your health, you see, just stay away from like negative people, like I said, because you're going to be aware of them, but also very, 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 very important for you to be physically active this week. Please be physically active as much as you can do this week. Maybe if you can go and run, maybe if you can go to the gym, maybe if you can do, if you don't run, go to the gym, maybe you can do exercises like this. So, you know, just do certain exercises, because it's going to be really important to take care of your self like this, and drink as much water as you can throughout this week, because it's going to help you to flush out the toxins out of your body. Okay, so now when it comes to those of you that are in a relationship, your partner is actually going to surprise you this week, and I'm so happy. Your partner is going to surprise you this week, and this is going to be really good, because it's just going to bring something really important, but above all is the realization. Something is going to be answered to you about your partner that you were wondering about. Now, when it comes to those of you that are single, no. When it comes to those of you that are single, it is going to be the great time to flirt, the great time to communicate. But there is someone that you're going to meet, but very quickly, you know, like you're going to realize that this is not the right person. You're going to be disgusted by something, but it's just going to be the realization that this is not the right person for you, and it's going to happen at the right time, indeed. But also, then it's going to be an interesting realization for you here, and the realization, it's going to be that your life is slightly started to change, and also you're going to realize there is something additional that you're going to start liking about the people. Okay, so now the next sign I'm going to be talking about is Capricorn. Now Capricorn, you are having massive, huge, significant accomplishment that you are going to have, and that accomplishment that you are going to have is just going to be very, very good for you materialistically, and it's very good for you like for what you wanted to do in a really long time, and it's going to help you to like kind of explore life, explore yourself, enjoy your life, enjoy the different dimensions. You're going to find yourself being a part of something very unusual, but this, when I say something very unusual, it's just mainly like you're going to see something, and that is going to give you an idea about the new stage of your life. Suddenly you're going to start feeling very closely connected to like a certain change that is just going to come out of the blue. It's going to happen completely out of the blue, and it's going to make you realize that the certain effort for something that what you were like kind of focusing on is coming to an end. So this continuance of certain effort is going to happen, but there's something completely new, completely huge, massive is going to happen. And you're also going to kind of have something offered to you, and this what you're going to have offered to you is just going to seem like a really tiny little thing, but just any change that comes towards you this week, just go for it. Any change that comes towards you this week, just do it. Any change that comes to you this week, you just just must go for it, because this is going to be the week when it's going to be huge, it's going to be massive, it's going to be the week when you're going to have a control over the situation, but especially when it comes to the certain realization. And the problem is going to come to an end, a certain problem that was there for the last 12 months, and now, especially in the last 3 months, something wasn't quite right. You were kind of indecisive. Now there is going to be decided what you were indecisive about, and that in itself is just going to make you feel very, very loyal towards the certain goal, and it's going to kind of like make you feel like really optimistic, and it's also going to help you to reflect yourself a lot. I think that you're about to rediscover yourself this week, and it's going to be amazing. By the time we get to the 17th of March, you're about to rediscover yourself, and in such a way where you're going to start feeling very, very close towards the certain stage in your life. And this is again a lot to do with your instinct, a lot to do with the way you feel, a lot to do with a certain veil that is about to go up, and all this is just going to become very, very kind of available to you, and it just wasn't available before. And I like it because for once it's going to give you time to relax, to chill out, and for two, it's just going to kind of be fantastic victory and mental clarity. My babies, this is all about your victory and mental clarity. You're going to love it, love it, love it indeed. An interesting option is going to become available to you, which is going to tackle certain things around you, tackle certain things within you, and in such a way that if you go for it, then there's certain thing in your life, in your personal life, will change, but it's going to change for the better, because you're going to kind of become a part of the situation where you're going to kind of still be learning through experiences. So any new experience, you just go for it. But as I said, this is all about your own victory and mental clarity, and it's all about your own new beginnings. This is so good. You are going to have your mini like a hermit mode, but the hermit mode is very powerful. The hermit mode is very significant. And it's only going to last a day or maybe even half a day, but this is going to be the most sacred time. This is going to be the most illuminating time, because there is going to be an idea that you're going to have, and it's going to make you feel really happy, really smiley, really ecstatic, and that in itself is just going to become a major focus point in your life for later on, especially in October 2019, which is going to be directly connected to this. A perfect week to apply for the job. So perfect week to like kind of show your skills if you want to show your skills. Perfect weeks to like kind of like be committed to the tasks, and also you will be showered with a beautiful and powerful energy. So it's like people are going to be able to sense and feel your radiance. Just go for it, because so much is actually going to be kind of achieved this week. On another hand, when it comes to the actual health, you're gonna feel a slightly more, little bit tired, a little bit drained this week. But don't, because it's a lot going to be happening emotionally. A lot is going to be happening. You're going to be like a kind of focusing on a lot of things, and when we focus on a lot of things, we just kind of tend to drain our energy sometimes, and this is why you're going to feel like a little bit tired. But you are. It is not going to affect you in any way. Just try to like kind of drink as much water as you can, indeed. Okay, and try to like kind of like eat really healthy. Try to eat like a lot of fruit and vegetables, and try to like kind of be as healthy as you can. And also, what else I was going to say, that your eyes are going to be like a little bit sensitive area. Your eyes like are going to be like a little bit sensitive area when it comes to your health. So try to like get something like a blue-green algae. Blue-green algae is absolutely brilliant when it comes to your eyes, but especially when it comes to your particular situation, my gorgeous Capricorn. So if you get like a blue-green algae, which is like a sea vegetable, which is full of goodness, full of vitamins, full of minerals, so good for you for so many other things, but also it has got like a beta carotene, which is natural form of a beta carotene. You can get it like in the carrots, but I feel like for you it would be much more beneficial to get like beta carotene, which is going to come from a blue-green algae. Okay, you can get this in the capsules or in a powder form, but try to get organic. You take like about a couple of capsules every morning on an empty stomach. It's so good for you. Okay, when it comes to those of you that are actually in relationship, your partner must be very careful. Just make sure that your partner is not investing or into anything or something like that this week, because it's not going to be the great time when it comes to their own materialistic life. So just make sure that your partner is not investing in anything this week. Maybe week after that, yes, but not this week. Okay, so now when it comes to those of you that are actually single, somebody is going to you're going to meet someone this week, and that particular person is going to awake something in you. That particular person is going to make you feel really, really special, and that particular person is going to make you feel really different, okay? And this is just going to start, this is going to be the beginning of something really big, especially when it comes to you realizing something really important about yourself through this person. It doesn't even have anything to do with love life or anything like that. Very, very interesting indeed. Okay, so now the next sign I'm going to be talking about, of course, is going to be Aquarius. You have been like through so much, busy. You have been so busy. This has been like absolutely crazy, but in the best possible way. You know, it's very fantastic creativity that is going to come through. The energy levels are going to be amazing. I can see that you will be focusing a lot on your diet and your health this week, but in such a way when you will want to kind of make sure that you have the right balance. You will want to pinpoint, and you will want to like kind of connect and focus on those areas of your lives that you wanted to do in a really long time, and you've been saying, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that when it comes to health, but you just don't do it. Now this week it's going to be really important. You don't have to necessarily, like, maybe if it's to do with like working out or something like that, or running, you know, you don't have to do it every day, but just try to do it, but just one day, you know, in between 11th and the 17th, just try to do like one day, like something like that, and that in itself is just going to kick so much off. That in itself is going to be the greatest start. That in itself is just going to bring so much balance indeed. And also an important message is going to arrive. The important message that is going to arrive, it's going to be connected to a certain person in your life who's not maybe as much as in your life as before. Something is going to surprise you. Something is going to surprise you, but also something is going to be at the same time offered to you. There's a whole new option that is going to become available. You are going to be surprised a little bit indeed, but it is going to be quite a good surprise. And when it comes to the actual motivation, there's the whole new motivation going to come through. You're going to be almost like in a little business mode, but not in a bad business mode or anything like that. Interesting, because you're very, very spiritual signs indeed, and very, very interesting how this energy is going to affect you in both spirituality, but also it's going to put you in a business mode, which means that there is a time of like a readjustment, an adjustment that you are going to have. There's certain things that are about to happen to you, and you need to prepare yourself. I already said this. It's nothing really bad. It's nothing really negative, but there are certain changes that you are going to become a part of that are going to become a very strong part of your life, and you're going to need to prepare yourself. I said this last week, and I'm saying this to you again because this is going to be really significant. When the time of preparation is going to be very significant for you, it's going to be the mid-May, at around the mid-May 2019 already. This is going to be the second stage of you kind of like slightly getting closer towards a certain stage in your life that is just going to become literally life-changing. And when it happens, it's just going to kind of make you realize there is a transformation that is about to happen, and that transformation is going to be absolutely life-changing, but it's also going to be connected so much to the right combination of your spirituality and materialistic prosperity indeed, but it's also going to be connected to a certain part of your life that it's actually going to change. Bad. This is not going to be bad. This is actually going to bring you the whole new optimism and the control over the situation, but you have to be very clever. Something is going to become available to you that hasn't been available before, and it is going to reflect on your finances. It's going to reflect on your life and everything, but you have to be very smart. You must be very, very smart, Aquarius. Yeah, you must be very smart. You must keep friends from the business type of thing, or keep like emotional people like away from the business or something like that. You just have to be very, very careful, and you need to remember when to draw the line. You need to remember where to draw the line, because sometimes it's the best to keep like, this is our emotions, this is our love life, this is our business, this is our money, this is our just all into like some kind of a sections. Don't mix things up, because they don't need to be mixed up sometimes. With another words, keep a lot of things that are concerning you to yourself, and just live your life, but just make sure that you're doing one step at a time, and be very, very smart and very clever. Aquarius, you're going to be tested very soon, very quickly. But like I'm talking to you like this because I know that this is going to be a very significant time for you, and you just must be very smart. You just must be very clever. There is also going to be a situation that's going to be so strange. It's going to arise this week. And that situation that is going to be so strange that it's going to arise this week, it is just going to kind of trick you into situation. You must not act quickly. You need to kind of step away from the situation. If you are tricked into the situation, to act really quickly, do not do it. Step away from the situation, get contact or get in touch with somebody really spiritual who you trust, and the spiritual message is waiting for you that is going to be life-changing there. Okay, watch this space. Okay, what else I was going to say, my beautiful babies, it's like this week you're also going to have a kind of like a really important message, as I said, from somebody who you really trust, also who's going to be very significant, creativity, and also it's all about the financial situation, wealth, and there's going to be a little bit of reorganization. There's something that you've done so far and it wasn't just perfect, something that you've done so far, it was okay, but it needs your attention, it needs reorganization, just remember that. Okay, and when it comes to the actual health, my babies, you know, when it comes to financial, huge, another thing that I was going to say, it's a financial opportunity that you are going to have this week as well. Of course, this is obvious from what I said so far anyway. When it comes to those, the actual health, you see, you will feel lots of energy. The energy levels are going to be back. Please, 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 you need to make sure you drink so much water. You need to make sure that you're drinking lots of water. You need to make sure that you're eating. You need to make sure that you're taking lots of B vitamins, like a brewer's yeast B vitamins that are natural form of B vitamins called brewer's yeast. So it's like a B vitamins without any rubbish, without any chemicals, without any unnecessary ingredients. And this is something that I think that you will benefit from, because you're quite sensitive when it comes to these nasty ingredients, or it's like chemicals and things like that, maybe even more than some other signs. So that's why it's so important to drink lots of water and take brewer's yeast tablets, which I recommended before. And also, what else is going to be really important, it's like your digestion. It's just going to kind of, your digestion, you're going to be able to see the improvements with your digestion when it comes to your digestion. So I think that that's going to be quite good. But you are going to be a little bit sensitive to stress. You are going to be a little bit sensitive to stress, a little bit sensitive to stressful situations. And that's why it's so important to actually have this dose of B vitamins. Just keep on taking, so it can actually help you with like a kind of stressful situations. Okay. And also very, very, very important, like to do like a little bit of exercise, what I said before. And also, do you know, my sweetnesses, when it comes to those of you that are in relationship, the partner is going to have something really, really important. Second stage, your partner already had some kind of important recognition. Your partner already had some kind of important start. Your partner already had some kind of important beginning indeed. But now this is all going to be about the second stage. This is all going to be about something really new, revealing, something all about something new that is going to become significant here. And that is just going to be brilliant, because it's the exact ideas that you had in your mind, what you were focusing on. This is going to come through your partner, and it's just going to help you, make you realize that you're on the right track, you're on the right journey, but with an additional beautiful things that are going to become available to both of you. New choices. Okay. And those of you that are actually single, I think there is going to be somebody that is just going to become the part of the scenario this week. Emotionally, this is going to be very, very powerful week, because you're about to rediscover yourself, but you're also going to kind of be in touch with lots of people you haven't met before. But there is somebody that you have met before that is going to become the part of the scenario again. And that part of the scenario that is going to this person become, it is just like a certain, you're going to kind of start feeling drawn towards somebody whom you were feeling drawn towards before, and something happened and that person just, you just kind of went away. You may have not been in a relationship. I'm just saying, it's somebody whom you met before that is going to come through and come forward. And I like this person. This is somebody really nice. This is somebody really capable. And there is some kind of like a very, very warm feeling that you are going to have when you see this person. But what I like is the actual feeling that you have when you're around that person. It's the right person. So there will be the choice for you. You may not go for it or not, but it's just entirely up to you whether you're going to go for this person or not. But this person is a really nice person. It's somebody who has got a wonderful influence and impact on you. Somebody really clever, somebody really smart. I like that. I like this person. Okay. So now the next sign I'm going to be talking about is going to be Pisces. Now Pisces, this is going to be probably the most active week you had in a really long time. There's the whole new determination going to come through. The whole new determination is going to come forward. There is a very important realization that you are going to get. Very important news, message you're going to get from somebody who is at the part of the authority. Somebody who's really clever, somebody who's really smart, somebody who's really strong person, but their third psychic eyes rather enhanced as well at the same time. So there's an important message that you're going to get, and that message is just going to be make you realize that you're highly appreciated, maybe in those areas in your life that you didn't think that you're highly appreciated. And this is going to be really good, because this in itself is just going to kind of help you with your own realization. And this is the little bit of boost that you're going to have, and that boost that you're going to have, it's going to automatically give you the boost of energy. It's going to make you feel really optimistic, and something else is going to come up. You know, I like the fact how optimistic you're going to feel. I like the fact how good you're going to feel, and I also like the fact that this is also going to build your own power, build your own stamina. This week is so important. I don't even know how to explain this to you, my babies. We start on the 11th of March, we finish on the 17th of March, but by the time we finish on the 17th of March, but especially on the 17th of March, this day is going to be very significant for you to smudge your home. Take a little bit of dry sage, walk around your home, have everything closed, every single window closed. Please do this, because you will feel very close to the spirit world. You will feel very close to your own spirituality, and this is going to be the perfect time for you, and you must do this. Your house cleansing. The ideal day would be on the 17th of March. If you can do it, it would be ideal. If you cannot do it on this particular day, I completely understand. Try to do it maybe on the 16th, maybe on the 18th, maybe on the 19th. The energy is still going to be rather strong, but if you could do it on the 17th, it would be fantastic. But if you can't do it on this particular day, that's fine. Take a dry sage, walk around the house, burn it, you know, put a little sauce underneath so it's not messy. Walk all around the house, and just make, you can like say the little affirmation, little mantra. Make sure you smudge every single corner, and once you're happy with the smudging, then open all the windows. Once you open all the windows, all the smoke is going to go out, and the way the smoke is going out, this is the way the negative spirit's going out, this is the way the negative energy going out, and all the stagnant energy that was there for a long time, it's going out. So this is really, really important for you to do. The next day you're going to feel a little bit tired, okay, but this is just because certain energy is just going to be the mix, the change of the energy just makes us like that sometimes, and especially when it happens like this a little bit abrupt, then it just kind of, and especially if there was like a lot of negative energy like in the area. I'm not saying that there's lots of negative energy in your area, but I know that you need to do it, and you're going to benefit from it like there is no tomorrow, because this in itself is going to be a major detox. Couple of days later, there is a special message going to arrive for you. Special spiritual message that is going to come to you in a strange way. It's going to come to you in a bizarre way. It's going to come to you in a different way. And this is going to be literally life-changing. The message is going to come through a dream, or the message is going to come through somebody really spiritual, and the message is just going to come to you, to your mind. It's going to be absolutely life-changing, and it's just going to be connected to your own new personal experience. It's going to be connected to some really massive new beginning indeed. What else I was going to say is, like, when it comes to the actual finances, there is something really positive going to happen, but it's just going to happen in your family, or it's going to happen with the people that mean to you quite a lot. Okay, so this is also going to mean to you quite a lot, because this is going to reflect on you as well, but at the same time there is going to be like a little change that you're going to have. You're going to feel complete change, but a really good change, because it's going to come and stem from the right thing, from the good thing. And the good thing, it is going to be it's going to happen because you're going to realize the justice, karma, chameleon. Your karma is coming, your karma is coming, your karma is coming, your karma is about to come back in the best possible way. You've done something really good, you've done something really big, you've done something really huge so long, not even that long ago, but it hasn't been paid off to you. The things didn't work out the way you wanted them to work out, and it was just all about the timing. Now your karma is coming back in such a wonderful way that is going to hit you and change everything, and at the same time it's going going to become your own wheel of fortune. It's going to give you the whole new possibility indeed. And your justice is going to come through. Your justice is going to come forward. This is fantastic because this is going to be the beginning of the very, very meaningful experience. This is going to be the beginning of a very, very meaningful week for you, because this week everything is going to change for the best possible way. Okay, and what else I was going to say is just like, you are going to become the part of the adventure, and this is going to be significant. I'm not saying that you're going to be like a little Alice in Wonderland. You could be, you never know, you could be, but it is just going to be a little adventure that you're going to become a part of. You're going to be outside, and you're going to be surrounded by the different people, different energy, different surrounding, different situation. And something is going to happen, because it's going to make you realize something really important, and that in itself is going to become your own adventure, because you're going to be part of the situation, and that part of the situation is going to be the answer. That part of the situation is going to be huge for you, because it's going to bring you the whole new hope, inspiration, and bright prospects indeed. Not only you going to benefit from it, but other people as well. A strange question you will be asked, and without thinking, yes and no will be the right answer. Okay, yes and no would make sense, to say, but most certainly the answer, and the right answer that is tricky, is going to be yes. That yes is going to bring it a whole new world of possibilities, but it's hidden until the certain energy is tampered with. And once you tamper with a certain energy by connecting to the certain dimension, by touching the certain dimension, this is exactly how the unfoldment of this is going to happen. What else I was going to say? When it comes to the actual health, fantastic energy is going to be amazing. Energy is going to be brilliant. Energy is going to be so significant, and radiance as well. You're going to feel the same radiance at the same time. And now this week again, you're just going to find yourself in the part of the situation where you're going to achieve so much beautiful development of like a long ailments that you didn't feel. Like a lot of you that maybe felt tired for a while, now you're going to start feeling this is ooh la la vavavoom time, and you're going to find yourself being very, very achieving quite a lot actually, and that's absolutely brilliant. The only thing that I want to say to you is, like, if you can avoid milk as much as you can, please. Milk is going to be, if you're not taking milk, fantastic, but milk most certainly is going to be really bad. Or soya milk is even worse. Soya milk is even worse. Okay, so soya milk, yeah. Okay, so basically try to avoid milk like as much as you can, like whichever milk it is, please. If you drink coffee, try to drink it without milk, okay, please, because this is going to be something that is going to make you feel really sensitive a little bit. And try to drink water throughout this week. On another hand, you see, this is what I was going to say. Your partner, for those of you in relationship, your partner is going to have a really good news. And now that good news that your partner is going to have is just going to help the both of you. It's going to start with your partner, but it's going to help the both of you to realize there is a big change about to happen. There's a big change that is about to happen, because the big wish is going to come through. Big wish came through, and now that is going to have a major effect and impact on your life. I like it. And September 2019 is going to be the second continuation of this huge realization that you are going to have here. For those of you that are single and ready to mingle, I already said to you, you will have your own wheel of fortune. There is a wheel of fortune that you are going to have this month. This is going to be huge. This is going to be massive. You're going to meet someone. Someone is going to be the part of the scenario that is just going to be absolutely mind-blowing for you. Somebody's going to blow you away completely. And it's not only about the way you're going to feel. It's just the way you're going to feel around that person, the way you're going to think around that person, the way this person is going to motivate you, and the way you're going to meet this person. Just watch this space. Okay? Thank you ever so much for watching my videos, all of you. I love you to bits, okay? I'm sending you brightest blessings, love, healing, and light. Okay, my beautiful people. Thank you ever so much for watching my videos. Sasha Bonasin, Psychic Medium.